Now, we got to talk about a very sensitive topic tonight, y'all, because they won't let this go. This has become one of their main priorities, and I'm talking about politicians. See, I'm not, and then of course there's the elitists, the folks that run major corporations. Then you got those folks in other parts of the world that's involved in our politics, and they all somehow seem to have this main agenda, and they're pushing it, and I think that they are targeting and handpicking mostly Democrat politicians that will support this crap. And they don't care how nonsensical it sounds, how crazy it sounds, how ludicrous it sounds. They don't care how crazy it makes them look, because I guess the agenda is bigger than your sanity. The agenda got to be bigger, because see, you got to figure, if you don't support the agenda, you probably won't be getting donations from people like the evil emperor. Yes, the Trump is an anomaly that will disappear in 2020. Yeah, you probably wouldn't get support from those people, and you'll be out of a job. So that makes you have to come out and sound absolutely crazy. 100% bat bleep crazy. So we got to get into it tonight, because see, I'm thinking, y'all, I might just come out of retirement. That's it. You know, I'm coming out of retirement. Dang on it. I'm going back. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Is there a football league out there somewhere for, women? Because I just woke up today and felt womanized, and I think I want to go out for running back on the women's football team. Come out there swole up, nothing but the wig. Don't shave the beard, nothing. Don't make no alterations. Adam's apple leading first. You see the Adam's apple 2 or 3 minutes before I even get to the field. What is that? It's someone's Adam's apple. Come running out there talking about some, ready to go in, coach. Well, I mean, you're a man, right? What? How dare you call me that? You know what? I'm a woman. All right. Now, I want to play running back again, okay? Well, you're mighty big for a woman. Are you going through transition? Don't question me. There you go. See? Get out there, running through the girls like Charlie Brown with the arms straight out. Yeah, just do that. And when they complain, shut your mouths, ladies. One of you. You're holding back progress if you don't support me. Unbelievable, y'all. So let me get loose so we can see if we can figure out this anomaly that we used to know the answer to. What is a woman versus a man? Before we get to this video, make sure you hit like, share my videos, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Also, make sure that your notifications are on and they're set to all. Now, let's get into this. Yeah, man. So apparently some folks don't know what a man is versus a woman. Well, I know what a man is. I'll tell you that much. This right here is a man. Maybe they 700,063, 700,064, 700,065. Wow. Man. Oh, hi there. I didn't see you guys. I was too busy doing man stuff. I think I know him. Because that's what men do. See, I hope I didn't offend you with all of my toxic masculinity. No, not me, Kev. Because the only people who don't like toxic masculinity are women who hate men or men who hate being men. Which brings me to this. I want to talk to y'all about your manhood. Yeah. Have y'all noticed that masculinity has been declining since the 80s? I mean, what happened to people like Burt Reynolds, Clint Eastwood, all of those guys? We had tough guys like Charles Bronson, and nobody even complained. But since then, people have actively been trying to silence anybody who talks about masculinity. Now, talk like this would absolutely get me labeled as a misogynist, maybe a homophobe, a sexist, stuff like that. And they would definitely want to silence me because I have a social presence. They don't want me on here talking about manhood. Yeah. I think the government wants men to have low testosterone. Why would they do that? Men with low testosterone is easier to be controlled. But not me. You know why? First of all, because I'm hardcore. Secondly, I've been trying a new product that I want to talk to y'all about real quick. Turkestrone. That's right, y'all. Been taking this for a few weeks, and I have to admit, I feel great. So not only does it increase testosterone, but there's other benefits to it, like increasing strength, increasing lean muscle mass, improves recovery, decreases stress, and it helps with fat loss. That's right. Who can't stand to lose a few more pounds? So basically, it's steroids without all the naughty side
don't worry about the needles in the butt.
I think we could all use a little more help when it comes comes down to keeping our testosterone levels up. Now, you gotta understand, you take the product and that's great, but it works even better if you're lifting weights. Because the more muscle you have, the more testosterone you have too. So listen to me now, but hear me later and understand me tomorrow. I'm trying to bump you up. Get to the chopper now. I'm trying to bump you up. And some other things you can do to help this work even better is get you some nice quality sleep, like Big Bird. I love Big Bird. Now, if you already got smooth chocolate butter skin like me, but everybody else, something you can do as well is get you about 30 minutes of sunbathing, get that vitamin D. But the easiest way is to take Turkestrone. So overall, it helps you become the best and the most masculine version of yourself. And it also works for females because it's non-hormonal. If you want to try this product, it's a discount code in the bottom of this video. So click on the link below and make sure you put KE in the discount code and you'll get yourself 10% off. So hurry up and do it. Do it. Hit the button now.
I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta love him. You gotta love the guy. I don't know who he is. His name is Keith Anderson. I watch him on YouTube. I watch him on YouTube all the time. He's great. And I will say, that's a man right there. See, man, that's a man. That's a man I could appreciate. You know what? If I wasn't me, I'd want to be him. That's what I'd want to be. So check out that product right there. Do yourself a favor. Yeah. And do it now. So let's get into this right here. You gotta love Arnold Schwarzenegger. What is that noise he makes? What is that? I'm like, what sound like Joe Biden yesterday when I showed y'all Joe Biden making all kind of noises. Some people just got strange sounds that come out of them and you can't place it. I'm like, what is that? It's scary, man. Scary. You know, if he was my dad, do your homework now. I'd be like, Dad, you scared me with that. And I rebuke. So anyway, let's get to this, guys, because we got us a social issue in the makings. Y'all remember this situation out in California?
I wasn't expecting that. I've dropped like 17 seconds on my season best in the past 2 weeks. So
congratulations.
After last weekend, I didn't think I could run low fives again. I would just come here, try to break 5, and I just glad I finished it out.
What does it mean to kind of realize, something everybody wants to do? Everybody's goal is always, if we get to the state finals, that would be great. What does that mean? Just to know that you're going to have that chance to, one, compete there, and another, who knows what happens? I mean, it's...
Now, see, I feel bad. I feel bad for these two young men who thought that they made it to state. Apparently, according to California rules, they did. Unfortunately, they suffered a lot of criticism because, of course, if you allow a young man to compete, what happens is they'll end up bumping a young woman out, which isn't fair to the women. Now, this had been known for years, probably since the dawn of time. But now, since everybody's gone bat crap crazy, apparently we're struggling with this whole concept. And I have to keep addressing it for the simple fact, if we don't challenge it, then we'll give them the victory. If we don't keep it fresh in the mind of the public of how crazy this is, and we just take the passive route like we did before, like, man, that ain't my problem, that ain't my issue, I ain't gonna deal with it, whatever, man, what they gonna do, what they wanna do, that's the problem. They are okay with you least being innocuous, being silent on the issue, being, just in the middle. Like, I don't care. I don't think about those things. It's not mine. Until it shows up at your doorstep. Like you are at a track meet and you're expecting your daughter to, lease a place. And then all of a sudden you find out one of these young men took the place. Now, I don't blame even these young men right here. I blame, number one, the adults running California. Number two, their parents. Because you cannot tell me, if you were a rational thinking parent and your young son feels that he's a young woman and he wants to go out there and compete against women, you can't tell me nothing kicks in that says, man, that might cause some controversy. That might be a problem. I might be appeasing you, son, by entertaining your belief that you're a woman. But something in the back of my head understands that that's not true. When you popped out from the lips between your mother's hips, I saw that apple stem and I said, that right there is my baby boy. Now, all of a sudden, I'm willing to accept the opposite. Now, you can go ahead and do that in your private personal life. But when your personal life starts impacting other people, that's when the problem arises. And when you treat it as if it's normal and it doesn't impact other people, then the finger starts going straight to you. Like, why in the world are you allowing this to happen and cheering it on, supporting it? You didn't pull somebody aside and say, hey, man, look, I love you, dog, but you can't be out there beating up on these girls, man. Get your butt back over there with the men. You can't do that? You can't just pull them? No? Okay. So then I go ahead now, I bounce off of this young man and I go straight to the father. Because listen to what this man is saying. This young man right here is really believing that his success is based off of hard work and commitment.
It's definitely so cool. I never thought I'd get to this point. When I started a couple of years ago, I was like, 3 miles, I'm never gonna run that.
And see, here's the problem. This right here is a false sense of accomplishment. When you already have an advantage in regards to young women, but you're not good enough to compete with the men, but you don't acknowledge that. You're basing your level of competition off of women because you think you're a woman. Now, all you have to do to shake up that reality is just take the young man and put him over there with the other men, and that reality comes crashing in real quick. You know, it brings it home like, wow. So by people allowing them to embrace this doctrine, they're setting them up for failure. That's what they're doing, setting them up for failure. And I'm going to point out something as we get into the grown folks that should know way better. Way better. So let's go ahead and see what happened, because apparently these two young men who were going to state changed their mind.
And now I'm getting to States, and it's kind of surreal looking back on it, and it's just so cool. And I'm kind of just very proud of myself for being able to work through it every day and get to this point.
Now you see, that's a problem. You know, now this is where the failure, this is where setting someone up for failure. I don't blame the young adults. They're kids. They're young kids that somebody should have set them down and had a talk with them about embracing the truth. Now, granted, you might go ahead and say to yourself, well, thank you for the truth. I recognize the truth, but I'm going to choose to live my life this way. Okay, I'm okay with that. As long as you're still in reality, you understand that's not reality. I'm going to make a choice to do this. But when you jump beyond reality and say, no, this is 100% truth, my truth, and your truth starts to impact other people, somebody that loves you or an adult needs to sit you down and say, hey, man, listen, you can't take your truth to the streets. Keep your truth in-house, man, in-house. Now, you could take that truth to the streets as long as it does not mess up somebody else's truth, their rights, and all of that. Go ahead, live it out, man. But don't be taking your truth and slapping it on somebody where it actually impacts them. So now we got politicians. Now, this right here is where it becomes extremely important in regards to how you think and who you vote for. Extremely important, y'all. These are politicians making policy and choices for you and your kids' lives and your future and your grandchildren and all of that. Now, why they are doing this is beyond me. I mean, I think these folks on this level, they're just straight sellouts. They're sellouts. As you go up and become more diabolical, closer to the top, they are masterful when it comes down to creating these concepts and throwing them into society to distort reality, to create situations and scenarios like this, to bring division in our community and conflict in regards to things that are absolute. But for some reason now, we're scratching our domes. Now, not just folks that you expect to come out and say crazy stuff like that. See, if somebody came out shaking and scratching stuff, yeah, you know, I'm a girl, man. And I'm going, okay, well, obviously this person got some issues. But when you come out like this guy who works for the White House and you say stupid stuff like this, now I think you're malicious. Now I think you're deceptive. Now I think you're up to something. And folks need to be watching this and saying, I'm not voting for that dude. Yeah, this right here is bigger than racism. These folks are trying to tamper with what is real and what is not real, what is truth and what isn't truth, what kids can do and kids can't do. We ain't talking about just adults. Now, if you're a woman, something should click. Something should click in, even if you're a lip-brown woman. Something in your activist nature should stop and say, wait, let me protect my my own interests first. I'm a woman. I mean, if I'm not going to be an activist for myself, then what the heck am I doing here? God bless you. God bless America. Don't forget to hit that like button, share my videos, find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those good things. And please check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like their products, please click on the link below this video. Put Kevin in a promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. If you'd like to donate to Kevin's Corner, feel free. The links are below this video. If you want to be a part of my $2 a month club, also feel free to do that. All it entails is you simply dropping $2 a month into one of those links below the video. Or if you want, you can drop a nice big fat lump sum in there to offset the stuff that we know goes on with big tech. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure that you are still subscribed. And finally, set your notification button to all, because YouTube is playing games, y'all. Now, God bless you. God bless America. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner.